Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy OpTic Scumpy, bringing you another Ghost gameplay video here today. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the best site in the game. Now, when I say the best site in the game, I mean that I believe that it is actually the best site in the game for a vast majority of different scenarios. Cranked is not one of them. It can be useful in Cranked. I just wanted to give you guys some sort of gameplay to really let you guys see how the site works, what you do with the site, and how I play with the site. So, like I said, playing in an actual competitive match as opposed to a Cranked pub lobby is going to be a lot different. Just the pace of the game, the pace of the players actually moving around, it's just a lot different. This is meant to be a slower, more tactically used attachment and not like an in-your-face running gun attachment like I tried to use it in Cranked here today. So, try it out in Search. If you didn't see my Search and Destroy class setup video yesterday, I'll leave a link in the description down below. This is actually used in 2 of my classes because it is so damn good. But it's the Thermal Hybrid Scope. Now, I was a little bit confused whenever I first used this weapon or this sight. It was, and actually this is a Remington with a grip on it as well as the Thermal Hybrid Scope. But I was confused because I didn't know that it could switch out into a different sight. So what you have to do is, if you play on default, you have to aim in with your gun, and then after aiming in, you hit down on the right analog stick, just like you're knifing, but you have to be aimed in, and then it will unscope into the close range regular red dot sight. So that's how you use it, and it can be difficult sometimes whenever you're in a gunfight. Sometimes if you click down on the right analog stick when you're shooting, which I do a lot, it'll actually make the scope like come back. So whenever you're shooting, it like, I would have to show you guys an example. It's really weird. You can have the red dot out and then try shooting at someone, and then the thermal will come back out, and it makes you lose gunfights sometimes. But you just have to try and be wary of that and not actually push down on the right analog as hard. But like I said, this is the best sight in the game for assault rifles. Just the versatility of it is second to none. Being able to see enemies across the map with a very zoomed in scope, and then you can burst them down in 3 or 4 shots, is so beneficial, especially like I said in Search and Destroy, because that's when I use it a majority of the time. I've never used it in Domination, never used it in Blitz. I've only used it in Search and Destroy just because of how beneficial it actually is to the team. And yesterday we actually won a 4v4 Search and Destroy tournament. It was me, Ricky, Nade Shot, and Big Timer, and we finally won a GB SND tournament. It was a 4v4. We ended up 2-0ing the team that we played in the finals, and one of the reasons why I think we did so well in that tournament is because I was using this site, and I think a couple other of my teammates were using this site, and playing against the Search and Destroy players, they don't really use incognito, which makes you untrackable by the thermal sight. It doesn't, leave the white outline around your body. So it was really easy to pick them off. Like it was really easy because they like to use extra stuns and extra tacticals and stuff like that instead of throwing on incognito. So it really worked out to our favor, obviously, because we won. I think me and Will are also playing in a 2v2 Search and Destroy tournament. It's later today. I believe it starts at 5 Central Standard Time, and we're going to be doing our best in that. So if you want to do good, I don't recommend this for Cranked. Like I said, I wouldn't use this in Cranked unless you are very comfortable using it in Cranked. If you know how to play really slow in Cranked, that would be the only times I would recommend using it. Like literally in this situation here, you'd have to sit here the whole game or sit up top pawn or something like that. That would be the only time that I would use this scope in Cranked regularly. I just wanted to show you guys good gameplay. I wish that I would have been recording the Search and Destroy tournament last night. I actually was recording it, but my OBS messed up because I didn't have enough RAM on my computer, which made me drop frames. So that was unfortunate. But I just wanted to give you guys some sort of an example as to how the gun actually works. So, this game isn't like me dropping a KEM or anything. It's just me. This was my best gameplay in for me using it for about 6 or 7 games, and I hopped on because I got the idea that I wanted to show you guys how this attachment and scope actually works. So, like I said, don't try it out in Cranked, but definitely utilize it in Search and Destroy, especially if the other team isn't using incognito. But the best gun to use it on is the gun that I'm using, the Remington. The best attachment to pair with it is the grip. because the Remington, you don't really need a muzzle brake on it. It doesn't really increase damage at all at long range, barely. It's very minuscule, but using the Remington with the grip, as well as this, is the most OP thing in the world. If you're playing in GB tournaments, if you're playing in regular GBs, you better hope, or the other team better hope that they're wearing incognito, basically, or they're screwed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little informational commentary about the thermal hybrid scope. If you did, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I'll have another video up tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, later today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, guys, this was your boy OpTic Scumpy. Flail.